The Nintendo Switch 2 is scheduled to release in just 2 days, and whether you love it or you hate it, it is looking to be one of the biggest console releases of all time. But maybe the price point of $450 is a little too steep for you, or maybe you've never even had a Switch 1 and now you're wondering, should you wait until a Switch 2 becomes more available, or should you just try to find a Switch 1? Well, according to some reliable inside sources, aka the people that work at Walmart, it looks like Walmart will be discounting Nintendo Switch consoles pretty significantly. We're looking at Nintendo Switch OLEDs for $250, Nintendo Switch base model consoles for $200, and Switch Lite consoles for only $100. Now, I think this is most important for the people that have never even owned a Switch 1 device, because there is a massive library of games available on day one for you if you were to buy a Switch 1 console. And theoretically, all these games that are now going to be transferable to the Switch 2 device, you'd be able to take those save files with you and just play them there whenever the console becomes more available or you decide to upgrade. And if you look back at the history of Nintendo consoles, they tend to go in a pattern. And that pattern follows as the new console gets released, the previous model goes on sale, those models get sold out pretty quickly. Like a Switch Lite at $100 is a crazy good deal. Those consoles will then end up either holding their value at $100 or being sold later for significantly more money. If you look back at the history of, let's say, the 3DS console, especially the special edition versions of that console, after they went on sale for $100, $120 and nobody was buying them back then, they then were found on eBay, you can look now, for like $600, $700 a piece. Not only that, but the last mainline Zelda game was released in 2023, Tears of the Kingdom. So realistically, we're not going to get another Zelda game for at least 5 years. This is a great time to be buying cheap physical games for the Switch 1 and building your library if you have no idea what the difference even is, or if you skipped out on this generation entirely. That is my honest recommendation for you. But of course, if you're like me and you've had the Switch since 2017 launch and you're very excited to see what they do next, or you just collect Nintendo stuff, I'm curious, are you going to the Nintendo Switch 2 midnight release tomorrow like I am, or are you going to be hunting online? And what are you most excited about? Is it going to be Mario Kart, Zelda in 4K 60 FPS? I'm curious, what are your thoughts?